The U.S. vetoing a United Nations resolution demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. America, the only nation to vote against it. State Department officials saying tonight if it passed, it would have emboldened Hamas. A Stockton doctor who went over to Gaza campaigned for the resolution at the UN last week.
A reporter covering San Joaquin County, Esteban Reynoso, is with us up on set tonight after talking with him. Esteban.
Well, yeah, guys, and this is exactly kind of what the doctor went and did. He went to try to help here in Gaza, rather, but he works in San Joaquin County, and he says that he had to talk about this because it was something that needs to be addressed.
According to the War Child Alliance, nearly half of Gaza's children are suicidal.
That's Dr. Feroze Sidhwa briefing the United Nations Security Council in late May.
I wonder if any member of this council has ever met a 5-year-old child who no longer wants to live.
He spoke about the horrific things he saw done to children during his time volunteering in Gaza as a trauma surgeon.
But I think hearing it from a surgeon who's actually been on the ground, but nobody ever tells me online. So, like, I saw this stuff with my own eyes. Like, why would I make this up?
We met with Sidhwa in San Joaquin County, where he's made his home for the last 6 years. He takes his experience from San Joaquin General Hospital, where he works, and took it to the ongoing war.
Dealing with that kind of multifaceted, complex trauma here, dealing with that here in a more controlled environment definitely gave me a lot more experience going abroad.
Last year, I published...
Seeing the bombing and carnage is what drove Dr. Sidhwa to speak about his experience to the United Nations. However, Wednesday afternoon, the United States was the sole no vote out of 15 countries killing a ceasefire deal.
At the end of the day, I knew talking at the Security Council wouldn't change the U.S.'s vote. It's just shocking. I mean, it's like, guys, there's an easy solution to all of this that doesn't involve murdering children.
Sidhwa has also volunteered in Ukraine and parts of Africa. He says that experience, along with his skill set, was needed in Gaza.
On the morning of the 18th, the massive bombing campaign restarted. I think I did 9 or 10 operations that morning, which is completely insane. Like most trauma surgeons do 9 or 10 operations every 3 months.
Ultimately, Sidhwa wants to see the war end peacefully and to stop seeing children as victims.
I'm not Palestinian, I'm not Israeli, I'm not Jewish, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Christian, I'm not Arab. You know, like, I have no connection to this conflict other than being an American. So my concern is what we're doing. It just hits you so hard that you just can't forget about it afterwards.
Yeah, he's definitely seen a lot. And this war is in its 2nd year, and he's gone twice. He says if it continues into its 3rd and the opportunity arises, he'll gladly volunteer to help in any way that he can, guys.
What perspective to some images that we see from afar, right? And he sees it for the first time, and he wants to go back.
Yeah, halfway around the world, and he said he heard the calling and he wants to go help.
Wow.
Certainly had an impact for sure.
No doubt. Esteban, thank you.